Today, fishing's one of the most popular outdoor activities in New Zealand. Join us as we follow passionate fisho Mandy Kupenga as she heads out to some of the best fishing spots around the country to take on local men in a no-holds-barred fishing contest. Keep watching to see who's man enough to take on Mandy. This is Get Your Fish On. Coming up on Get Your Fish On, we take a trip with Sandspit charters, heading out for a Kahawai challenge with a twist. This tough, fighting fish always puts up a battle, whether it's big or small. Sandspit, just an hour north of Auckland, is a picturesque gateway to the islands that are scattered across the northern parts of the Hauraki Gulf. This is where Mandy discovered her passion for fishing, so it's a perfect place for her to demonstrate her local knowledge. Turning up to the wharf with her fellow female fisho, Jo Holly, it's obvious the women's team are in for a tough one. Keza Packer's a fishing legend. He's spent a lifetime studying the art of catching fish. His fellow teammate Squid's a hard case. He'll do anything to get out on the ocean. As for Jo, she's a female fisher who's forgotten more about fishing than most blokes learn in a lifetime. As for Mandy, she's an expert who writes for the top fishing publications and advocates for the rights of fishos.
I thought this was going to be a challenge, man.
Oh, you guys are going to need your luck today, mate.
Ngāti Porou, girls.
Ngāti Porou hard, bro.
You take the little one, bro.
That must be me.
Sweet.
That must be me. It's on. It's on.
He told me it was going to be a walkover and I have to agree now.
Oh, really?
That's the way, my bro. That's the way.
We're on the water, bro.
Talk it
Just
up,
wait.
talk it up.
Just wait.
We'll see.
Yep, so I think we'll catch the most fish today, eh?
Oh, you guys are dreaming.
These fellas aren't going to be pushovers, which means we're going to have an awesome day out fishing today. Ko tā tātou mahi he hopu Kahawai.
Welcome aboard Sandspit Charters. We're still playing hooky. We'll just go through our quick safety instructions before we leave. So 2 life rings are on the roof up the back here. So I'll give you each a life jacket to wear just for safety. So just chuck it around your shoulders there.
Yes, mate.
Today's challenge is a simple one. First team to catch 3 Kahawai win.
Also check the weather on swell map. We've got variable 10 knots, so got good weather, should be flat calm and hopefully get some good fishing. Well, I think it's going to be Mandy and Jo that will win this one today. The women always tend to do the better lot on the boat, so we'll see.
Skipper Nick Dobbins specialises in fishing the World Cups all over the Hauraki Gulf. Kingfish, snapper, hapuka and marlin are his primary targets. But today he'll be using his vast local knowledge to get his boat playing hooky in close to the shores and find some kahawai. Kauai Island was treasured by Māori for its beautiful fish-filled waters, and battles over this island were common. But first stop is a sheltered bay where the teams can attempt to make lures. Lures can be bought commercially or made by hand like our ancestors did. They're designed to replicate the prey of the fish being targeted.
Alright guys, we're going to be making Kahawai lures. We've got a bag of goodies here. Swivels, hooks, harakeke. Your lure has to have harakeke in it.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Right, let's go, buddy.
Squid, if you open those, mate.
Tell you what, MacGyver's all right.
Moldy Givers!
Look at this power. They're going to come to that.
Okay, cool. So that'll reflect really well in the water, shine around, and that should attract them in as well.
Sweet.
What do you reckon the kahawai are feeding on at the moment?
Anchovies.
Anchovies. So they've got a blue or something in the colour scheme, you reckon?
Blue, some dark colours.
Yeah, bro. You know, we've been fishing for a long time, mate. We've done this sort of stuff. We've got this. We own this.
A lot of talking going on over there, boys. Can't see any lures yet.
The real talk. It's real talk over there.
Oh,
that talk, eh? That talk.
So I've gone for an all-natural lure made out of harakeke. So I've just quickly woven this shape and I'm going to put a hook through it, and that should present really nicely in the water once I fluff that up a bit.
All we've gone for when we're making our lures today is trying to look for a similarity in size and shape and colour to the natural food that the kahawai are feeding on, which is predominantly anchovies, inanga, and other small bait fish. So that's predominantly what we're doing. We're trying to match the hatch. Basically means that you're trying to match the same size and colour profile to the bait fish that are local.
So this is the next one. This is the double hook with the power at the top and that. Cut this a little bit.
Yep. Ding, 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 through the water. On.
So I'm just going to tie a simple uni knot onto my trace. A lot of these knots and that are available online. Do a little bit of a search for uni knot and you'll work out what that knot is. Trim it up. And the bull point pen will sit there something like that. And I reckon that's going to imitate exactly what we want. So that's us done.
Just got to find some hungry fish.
With the lures made, Nick gets the news the teams are waiting for.
So we've just been informed that there's a big school of kahawai starting to bust up not far from where we are now, so we'll get everyone ready and we'll head over there and pull the bits and fish.
So off they head to catch some fish. Mandy learnt to fish off the wharf at Lee, not too far away from where they're heading. The question is, will she get another lesson today?
Yeah, so I was on the wharf up in Lee, and right in front of us, the seal jumps out of the water, starts flipping around, had a John Dory, and is flipping it in the air, and then catching it, and for about 15 minutes, man, it was wicked.
Do you reckon we could get one of these seals over here to go and catch us a kahawai?
Animal life near the water is a good sign of fish, so hopefully the seals mean kahawai won't be too far away. And the birds are even a better sign. A sure indication it's time to get those lines in the water.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
We're born ready.
Okay, let's get our fish on.
So let's put those lures to the test.
Come on!
Success! 2 fish at the same time.
But it's a kahawai.
The teams are neck and neck. It's all on. Nice technique with the net, Joe. You do the Kupenga name proud.
All right.
Oh, kia ora.
Nice little kahawai on our homemade lures. There you go. First fish got to go back in the water and yeah, on with the challenge. So that's 1 each, I think.
The men's team might have struck first, but it's fishing convention to throw the first catch back, to show faith in the sea to provide more.
What I love about these fish are the really beautiful green colours right in here.
Our little hoary. Lure works. Yeah.
With 1 fish each under their belts, the competition's getting fierce. Who'll be cooking the feast tonight? You're back with Get Your Fish On, where it's the men's team versus the women's team in a Take No Prisoners fishing contest. Today, Mandy and her mate Joe are taking on the formidable team of Keza and Squid to see who can land 3 kahawai first. And the losers will be cooking the winners a kai. With the men returning the first fish to the god of the ocean, the scoring system has been thrown into doubt.
Does your guys' one count though because you had to put it back? So does that mean that we're 1 up?
We should probably ask the judge. Mandy, what do you think?
I reckon we're going to get ripped off here no matter what happens. If she's the judge, what chance do we have? Jury and executioner right there. 0. Yeah.
Right, let's go.
I take bribes. Take bribes, cash. Shimano rod and reel.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, we'll let you guys keep that one. We're fair.
That's exciting.
Yeah, 1 all, bro.
With the teams locked at 1 apiece, it's a neck-and-neck battle to be the first to 3. But the girls have a trick up their sleeve.
So our secret weapon for today. Secret sauce. Anchovy and garlic flavour. Apparently that sends Kahawai crazy. So what we're going to do is just smear as much of this as we can.
See, there was nothing in the rules saying that we weren't allowed to add something. Yeah, a bit of flavour.
This is going to supercharge our lure.
Let's get it up, mate.
While Joe tests the secret sauce, Mandy distracts Keza.
So Keza, what's your, your favourite thing about Kahawai?
Well, I guess early Māori obviously recognised an importance about the kahawai for the fact that they even named them kahawai. Kaha, wai, strength, water.
Most people I know talk about the mighty Kahawai, the people's fish.
Absolutely.
And I know that a lot of Māori people especially love Kahawai.
Absolutely. It's available all around most of New Zealand's coastline, you know, up inside some of the rivers and stuff like that. Where conditions are bad and you couldn't take your waka miles offshore to target potentially hapuka or something like that, or haku, the kahawai are generally very accessible, and they're great eating and very underrated. But they need to be looked after when you catch them. They need to be put straight on salt ice to improve that eating quality.
Yeah, totally.
They smoke up so well. They make awesome raw fish. They're just a great fish.
Kahawai is totally underrated.
Absolutely.
I mean, some of the most amazing meals I've had, fish meals, have been Kahawai.
Absolutely. You know, our kids learn how to catch a kahawai. That's generally their first big fish that they catch. That's got a bit of kaha in it.
Yeah, totally.
And that sort of then moves on to, you know, your kingfish and your marlin and your tuna and all that other thing. It's just it's a very, very accessible stepping stone for what a lot of Kiwis want to do, and that's go out and enjoy the environment and catch some great fish. So.
Oh, you're on, bro, you're on!
Oh, funny guys, eh? Funny guys. But so that's it, eh?
But it's great to hear your knowledge on it, because you'll be able to cook it up really well for us later on.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you.
Yeah, look, so as Kieran just said, Kahawai is a totally underrated fish. Guys, you've got to give it a go. It's one of the best sport fish to catch in terms of its power. It's a great eating fish, and it's great to get the whānau out catching a feed.
I'm starting to wonder if they'll ever get 3 fish and a winner. But you'll always find kahawai close to shore, if you look hard enough.
This is spot C for the day, number 3. It smells fishy, looks fishy. Sometimes you can troll around all day and get nothing.
And the lures are obviously working.
Loving this little lure.
Yep.
Both teams' lures are working a treat.
Come on, Squid. Come on, Squid.
Yeah.
Come on!
What are you doing, Squid?
Oh.
Got him.
Oh, kua mau mai toika. Look at that. Oh, look.
But this time, the women's team get their fish on deck first.
Yeah.
You're my boy.
You're my boy.
Too all.
All right, these fish, there's no size limit on kahawai, so we're entitled to take these fish, and because we're having a kai after this, I think these 2 fish will make ideal candidates for a kai later on. So these fish are going to go to the light, into our bellies a bit later on.
Wow, totally got this one on the line, didn't we?
Yeah.
Took that lure.
Yeah, that was a strong kahawai take, that one.
Hey, luckily though, we've got 3 others we can use.
Oh yeah, exactly. And we're going to take this fella and eat him later on. Take him home for the whānau.
You 2 all.
Okay.
We got that one in first, so yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah!
The competition's too close to call. With the scores locked, the next fish wins. It's time to show off your cleaning skills, Keza.
Okay, so we've elected to keep this kahawai for kai. So it's only fair that we treat it with respect now, and that is killing it quickly and getting it onto some ice, and so it's going to be in the best possible condition when we eat it later on. So it's only fair, and those that are squeamish may want to look away now. Okay, we do get a nice sharp knife, simple across the gills like that, and then break the head back, and you see the blood exiting the fish, and it's gone to the light. It's no longer with us. The next part of the operation is just remove a bit of the guts and gills. We can't eat any of that, so that can just go in there, or save it for burley if that's what you want to do. But now, just clean out your entrails. So yeah, this is all looking a bit messy probably for TV, but we've got an empty gut cavity there. The fish is well and truly dead. A lot of the blood that would be circulating through those fillets is now gone. It's emptied out onto the bait board, as you can see here. So I just give it a bit of a rinse in the salt water without letting it go, because we've just spent a lot of time doing that. So get rid of any excess blood and guts and stuff. Onto salt ice as soon as possible. Salt ice is the only way to go when wanting to keep fish. And what I tend to do is put a little bit of salt ice into the gut cavity, because I want it to chill down from the inside out.
So don't forget, guys, it's really important to look after your kai. Kia tau ki o ika. And a really simple way to look after your fish is put it on some salt ice. Waiho ki te kōpaka.
You're back with Get Your Fish On, and the scores are locked with both teams having landed 2 kahawai each. In the first to 3 battle, things are heating up. But for the women's team, things are looking grim.
Whoa.
The boys again.
Squid's hooked up. It looks like the men's team have won hook, line and sinker.
Oh!
Was that your lure, bro?
Back to Tangaro.
But the god of the ocean isn't ready to give this one up. Then Keza strikes.
I put the lure a little bit closer this time. I knew that it was going to be neck and neck, and we had to get there early.
You got away, Kez!
Will his lure hold out?
Oh,
No.
Oh no! They lost their fish. Let's go, Joe. Come on. We're on. We got to get it.
It could have been a nice feed for Keza and Squid, but they've let the women's team off the hook.
Well, it's 2-all, and the guys have, I'm not sure about their lures, eh? They've dropped 2 fish already, Joe.
Nah, they haven't got the skills like us.
No, no, it's
Yeah.
kind of like their pink lures seem to be a little bit flimsy or something.
Yeah, something's not quite right with those lures.
Yeah, so it's 2-all. We've landed both fish we've had on.
we're just practicing conservation by letting them go. Yeah.
Keeping my hands clean.
Okay, we're on. Oh, this one's got some kaha.
Oh.
Yep.
Then a double strike. With 2 fish on the line, it's neck and neck. First fish on board wins. After the last disasters, Kez is making sure his lure holds, carefully reeling in his fish.
No pressure, Keza. No pressure, brother. Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Keep it on, keep it on. Oh. Yes! Woo! Yes! Oh, yes! Winner!
Oh, no way! Oh, no way!
Job done! Yes!
Congratulations, ladies.
Primo, you guys are really, really good, hard competitors. I'd like to thank you for coming.
And you know what? Look at this, the double hook hooked in.
Oh, yeah, me. That's a beautiful lure there, Joe. Well done.
At 3 fish to 2 to the woman, the sweet taste of victory. But will it be as sweet as what the men's team are about to serve up?
Kahawai, the Kahawai team.
Aye, we're pretty excited over here and stoked too that our first time making lures that we've succeeded. Didn't think this one was going to work.
I know, it was a bit dry. I tell you what though, this Kahawai loved it, all over it, so well done, Joe. We've got a couple for the bin, like Kieran said. We're going to have a feed, take a couple home for the whānau, me.
Having lost the challenge, the men get busy whipping up a raw fish salad with plenty of fresh ingredients. And if you're after Kez's recipe, check out our Get Your Fish On Facebook page.
Right, here's one of our fish. It's been nicely prepared on the ice, we caught earlier. I'm about to skin and bone it, ready for Kieran. I can't wait to get some of this kai into my puku.
So what we've got here is our kahawai cubed up nicely. It's been chilled right down in that salt ice. And I've already squeezed some lemon juice here. And what I'm just going to do now is just add the lemon juice. You can even see already, just as that lemon juice has touched that fish, you can start seeing it sort of starting to turn white there. And that's when we know that it's marinated. From there, we're going to rest it, put it in the chilli bin with some salt ice, let it chill down for about half an hour or so. When we pull it out, you'll see the difference. You'll see it turn from looking like fresh fish to looking like cooked fish almost. Well, that's looking mighty fine. Just drain off excess lemon juice there. Looking really great. Add a little bit of coconut cream. Now, you don't need a lot. Add a little bit and mix it through. So I think we've probably got our consistency right now, and now we can add the other ingredients. Some red onion, some tomatoes, a bit of red pepper, and a bit of spring onion in here. And mix it through, and you can already see that sort of colour starting to come out. Right, the next part that we're going to add is our fresh pineapple. The fresh pineapple really does add a huge amount to this dish. Nice big chunks of it too. You don't need to go all fine. It's just awesome. Okay, so we've dressed the plate up for the ladies with a bit of fresh lettuce. I think it's iceberg lettuce, real crispy and crunchy. That's what you're after. But if you're wanting fresh fish, hey, it's not going to get any fresher than that. We've got 2 awesome feeds here, plus a lot left over. We've got some frames for the smoker or the barbecue a bit later on. And, you know, that was 3 what I wouldn't classify as large fish at all. Just desserts.
Kia ora.
Oh, kia ora, fellas. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Check out the araha here.
This looks amazing.
Me.
So, yes, some stuff.
Beautiful.
Shot, cuz. It's good.
Eat them up.
Yeah, I can't believe how much we've got just from those small kahawai. And there's plenty more there, so we should have a good feed for the whānau tonight too.
It's been a beautiful day out on the Hauraki Gulf. Targeting Kahawai, our teams were looking for a feed and only kept what they needed. The competition's been neck and neck, and they all learnt a bit about the target fish. And for the men, how not to make a lure. But best of all for Mandy and Joe, they've taken out the challenge and scored a feed.
Stoked we won, eh? We got the mean feed.
Oh, mean all right. So, ka pai to my teammate today, Joe. Our skipper, Nick. Kia ora, bro. And of course, our most worthy competitors, the boys. He oi anō rā, nō ngā wahine, tēnei rā. But all in all, an awesome day out on the water, and we've got a feed for the whānau. So join me on next week's show, and we'll do it all over again. Te haere ki tētahi o taunga eka, whakaherehera o te motu. We'll catch some awesome fishing spots, different boat, different fellas, different fish. Join me and get your fish on.
It's personal preference, you know, just to add a bit of that and a bit of this.
Wow,
That was good. Have you tasted it?
Ooh. Oh, weirdo.
Is it hot?
I did warn just small doses you can add, but you can't take away.
I thought about going for that, but yeah, nah.
Woo!